The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. Alongside my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Chompy. Thanks for joining us here. All right, partner, ready to go. Always a pleasure to get things started with you on opening day.
Well, Happy New Year, buddy. And anyone that's involved in baseball, even though it's not January 1st, this is the start of a new year. Every team has playoff hopes. I love this time of the year. I'm excited to get things going.
And now,
opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. So, almost ready to get underway. And on the mound now, Garrett Cole.
Comes into this start sporting a lifetime ERA just over 3. He's been pretty great for most of his big league career. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
And now here's the veteran DH, Christian Yelich. Edge of the zone for a strike, and we're off and running in a brand new season.
Ball 1. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Next pitch is outside.
Ball 2.
Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Here's how the Brewers will line up on opening day. Singy, these last few years have been Milwaukee's best since the days of Yount and Molitor.
You're right about that, Boog. They've won the division title 3 of the last 4 seasons, but they haven't won a postseason series since 2018 when they came within a game of reaching the World Series. Wouldn't be a shock to see them break through this year.
And he lays down a bunt. Now the throw to first on the run. And they get the out.
Batting first, the catcher, William Contreras.
2 down, bases empty. Now, William Contreras. That one finds the zone. 0-1. 2 outs, bases empty. That's off the inside corner. And a count even 1-1. This one high in the air to left center. Bellinger sizing this one up and makes the play, and that's out number 3. We'll go to the bottom of the first. 0-0. Back in New York. And on the hill, Freddie Peralta. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
That misses. Now 1-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
Well, that's one of those where you just have to tip your cap because he couldn't have played that one any better. Stood no chance with the speed running down the line.
Now the number 2 hitter, Anthony Volpe. Peralta, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve. And a pitch. That one way inside. Bellinger gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Broken bat, and it's popped up. Terang hauls it in for the out. Here's the opening day lineup for the Yankees. And Chris, after they came so close in 2024, there's a hunger to reach the mountaintop this season.
No doubt about it. This is a proud franchise, Boog, and they've been in the postseason all but 5 years of this century. They haven't won a title, though, since 2009, and that's the second longest drought they've had since first winning it all in 1923. So the pressure to go all the way just keeps building.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with one gone.
Everything came together for him. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get to the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
That one missed.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
That pitch in for a strike, and it's 2-1. Runners at first and second with one gone here on opening day. And a big swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Touches the bag for 1. On to Hoskins. Double play. Second inning coming up in the Bronx. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Rhys Hoskins to the plate. Cole back to work. And that is Hoskins handling the duties at first. 31 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Swings and misses. And the count is 1-1. Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boog, he's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it. And the great thing is you don't see players questioning the calls too much. So that's a good thing in this day and age.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Good job to fight that one off. That missed by a lot. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Brings it in, and there's one down. Here's the left fielder, Jackson Chourio. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. And they jump out front. It's 1-0.
Well, Boog, I feel like we're seeing more of this these days than we ever have before. You've got high velocities on the mound. You've got stronger hitters with really good pass to the baseball. So much power in this sport. Opposite field home run. I tell you what, I feel like I see at least one every day, and that was an incredible job to keep that ball fair.
1 out, base is empty, and a run in here at the top of the second. And it's even up.
Well, we're expecting to see strikeouts in this one. Cole is in the 2,000 strikeout club and only needed around 1,700 innings to get there. You know, only Chris Sale and Pedro Martinez needed fewer innings to reach 2,000 strikeouts.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that's pretty much the dream two-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
2 outs. Fought off foul. Two down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Foul ball, still 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Line drive. Dives. What a play.
One of the most fun and exciting things you can do as an outfielder. You lay out, you make a diving catch, and you end the inning. That gets the team fired up in the dugout.
Back here in the Bronx, and we talked about expectations this year for the Yankees, but we haven't brought up their trip to the World Series last year.
Yeah, they had the most wins in the American League and won their first pennant in 15 years. Hard to believe that, huh? It's tough not labeling that type of a year as a success.
Dodgers versus Yankees in the Fall Classic. It doesn't get any better than that, Singy.
Yeah, and a lot of people across the globe watch those games, not just in the United States. And we won't forget that World Series for a long time.
Just missed.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Got him looking. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Well, he froze him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Austin Wells. Ground ball to the right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, but plenty of time to recover, and that's the second out.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Paul Goldschmidt stands in now and watches strike 1. Just ball missed.
1-1.
Swings and misses. Going to count 1-2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swing and a miss. Freddie Peralta with the strikeout. No runs, no hits, no errors. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Brewers 1 and the Yankees nothing. Back at Yankee Stadium, on to the 3rd inning. And here is Bryce Terang. And there's a foul ball. Foul ball there. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that one is downstairs, and it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Pitch misses there, and the count's even at 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Up and in, ball 3.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
On the ground to third. Fair ball. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in, and he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Andrew Monasterio. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Now pitching for
Fernando
the New York
Cruz
Yankees,
is forced to the mound
number
after
63.
the injury.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
The shortstop takes the ball. Cruz, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. The 1-1 is fouled off. Up the middle. That's a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single. It's 2-0.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. But to me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
So the lineup flips over. Now it's Christian Yelich. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. That clips the zone. It's 0-1.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Inside, and that's ball 1.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself in the scoring position.
1 on, nobody out, a run in here on opening day. Still 2. Stays alive. Swing at a high fly ball, well struck. That one's carrying. It bangs off the wall. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
So runners at the corners. Nobody out. Next for the Brewers, Sal Frelick. He's 0 for 1. on the ground, and it goes just foul.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Liner, base hit. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single. It's 3-zip.
Comes through with the RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And now it's William Contreras. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Fernando Cruz out of the game. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Pitching for the
Scott Efros comes on now.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Strike 2.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
That's to third, and that one handled. Fired to second on to Goldschmidt. That's 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And here is Hoskins. He's 0 for 1. That's in there, and it's 0-1. 2 outs and a runner at third. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Next one misses, and 1-1. Two outs, and a foul ball. Base hit and a run in to score.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at bat. Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough.
2 outs, runner at first. Next for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. He's already homered here in this one. Swinging a foul out of play. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Bellinger returns it to the infield. Runner puts on the brakes at second, so it's first and second with 2 out. First and second, 2 outs. Now here is Garrett Mitchell. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That's in there. 0-1. Hoskins, the lead runner at second. Chourio at first. 2 out of the inning. Swing and a miss.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 3 runs on 6 hits. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Brewers 4 and the Yankees nothing. Back in the Bronx. Now at the plate, Oswaldo Cabrera. First pitch misses. When you look at the Yankees and think about all those retired numbers, in fact, no more single digits are available with the exception of 0 Chris, what stands out to you?
Well, for me, it kind of explains why I wore number 80 in spring training with the Yankees. Other than the fact I wasn't going to make the team, you look at it, it is pretty difficult, if you would say, as a player that gets drafted or signs with that team, to think of, man, how am I going to get comfortable with the new number? Because there's not many options left.
And down on strikes he goes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. And first offering is fouled off. So many great players have played for the Yankees, the likes of Gehrig and Ruth and DiMaggio and Mantle. And then the other retired numbers that really represent the most recent path of success, led, of course, by number 2, Derek Jeter.
Yeah, and obviously the one that stands out the most is that number 2. So many people familiar with the iconic shortstop Derek Jeter and the championships that the Yankees won while he was team captain. Just impressive, but no question about it. The history and all of the legacies of the New York Yankees players over the years is very dynamic.
Here comes Cody Bellinger. Reached on an infield single his first time. Yeah, that's fouled off. I think it's one of the best all time. An art student at UW Eau Claire created it. It is super creative, and I think one of the better logos we have in the sport. 2 down, nobody on.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. New inning getting started. Up now for Milwaukee, Joseph Ortiz. That's off the mark, and it's 1-0. Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in 1 game, and before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan, and he said to me, "Hey kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit."
And that one 2. A little below the knees,
2 balls,
and it's 2-1. That's inside.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2. When I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me, he said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Three and 2 now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. This is Bryce Terang. Doubled his first time. On the ground right side. Over to Goldie. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. 2 outs, base is empty. And here is Andrew Monasterio. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. And there's the strike. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. The shortstop takes the ball. Next pitch misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. He swings and fouls one off. And that's in the
I
dirt.
got 3 and 2.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Scott Efros will depart, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the
Pitching for the
and we've got ourselves a pitching change. Tim Hill.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Yelich in the box for the 3rd time today as he takes that one off the plate. Monasterio, the runner at first with 2 gone. Inside. Just missed. Next offering upstairs. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
That one finds the zone, and the count is 3-1. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And a foul ball.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Two outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Brewers strand one, but they're in front 4-0. Back in the Bronx, bottom 4, and stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. There's a strike.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. That one not close. And now 3-2.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Back to work. 3-2 now. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Popped in the air. Left field. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
The 1-0. Just missed.
Went out.
1 out, bases empty. And that one a little bit high. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Here's Stanton now. 0 for 1 so far. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A massive home run. And they cut into the deficit. It's 4-2.
Things might get pretty interesting if they keep connected on pitches like that. The With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Struck out looking at his first at bat. Ball one, no strikes. And there's a strike.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And he chases that one. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now 4-2. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Sal Frelick.
And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Brewers putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
The next pitch misses, and that is ball one. That one just misses. And that one ripped into right, and foul ball. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And a swing and a miss. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Here's the catcher, William Contreras. 0 for 2 in this one. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That's back, and it is gone. A solo shot, and they add on. It's 5-2.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Tim Hill done for the day. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
pitching for the
Righty
New York
reliever
Yankees.
out of the pen, Mark Leiter
Number
Jr.
56.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Outside, Leiter measures 6 feet even, 210 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. And that's in for a strike. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in here on opening day.
That's ball 2.
And he can't come up with it. Still manages a throw. The throw comes in too late, and they don't get an out on the play. Man at first with 1 gone, and now it's going to be Jackson Chourio. He's already homered in this game. Runner on the go. Dive, and he's got it. Over to first. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
The effort from both players involved in this play just really stands out to me. I mean, you got the diving stop at short, which was outstanding, and how can you not love the hustle flying down the line? That's just great baseball at an extremely high level.
First and second, 1 out. Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And that misses. 1-0.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Traffic on the bases with 1 already in, and we're at the top of the 5th. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And there's a ball. On the ground to short, could be 2. There's 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's 5-2. You're dialed into the show. And we're back. And now the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
The first baseman, Paul
Peralta back to work. And that one's a little bit low. Ball 1.
You know, these Yankees just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Man, he had the stanky leg on that one right there. That curveball just locked him up.
Third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera.
Now the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
It's through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
The left fielder, number
Jason
24.
Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. And that drops in for a strike.
0-1.
Cabrera, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. There's a strike. Good eye in that spot.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in. You see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
Got him looking. Strikeout number 8. Here's Cody Bellinger.
Now batting,
1 for
the
2.
center fielder, Cody Bellinger.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Fastball in for a strike, and the count is 0-2.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Makes the grab, and that is that. 1 hit, 1 left. 5 innings complete. It's the Brewers 5 and the Yankees 2. Back at Yankee Stadium, start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Joseph Ortiz. That one misses. Ball 1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That one catches the zone, and the count 1-2. Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field, and the leadoff man aboard.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. I don't know how he's able to shoot.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout.
Now pitching for the
Now on the
Yankees,
bump, Luke Weaver.
number 30, Luke Weaver.
Now it's going to be Bryce Terang. Check swing, called strike.
0-1's the count.
Nobody out, runner at first. Next offering is in for a strike.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's going to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Runner at first with no outs here. Next offering misses. 2-2.
Didn't get the result he wanted, but that's a nice pitch right there.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's one away.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Monasterio in the box now. No balls and a strike. Man at first, one away.
One and one.
And that is out of play. Strike 3, and that's 2 in
set him down on strikes on just 4 pitches that time, and this was just classic East-West pitching, Berg, and that's not as common these days. They went in, away, in, and then back away for the call third strike, and that kind of pitching makes it tough on you as a hitter to know where to look, especially with 2 strikes.
Back to the top of the lineup, and now it'll be Christian Yelich. That one off the mark, and that's ball 1. Ortiz leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And that's downstairs. And now 2-0. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
That's off the mark, and it's 3-0. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
First and second, 2 outs. Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. First and second, 2 down, and we're the top half of the 6th. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Wells pulls it down, and that's the 3rd out. No runs, a hit, 2 left. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Brewers 5 and the Yankees 2. Back for more from the Bronx, bottom of the 6th. And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. This one in the air. Contreras in position. Nabs it. 1 away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
And ball 1 to Judge.
Well, in terms of hitting rocket home runs, Judge is near the top of that list. Only Giancarlo Stanton has hit more with greater exit velocity than Judge. Look out, though. Shohei is quickly climbing those charts.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's his 9th strikeout so far. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the start.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today. Economical with the pitch count.
Stanton in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished up.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they close the gap. It's 5-3. Singy, that's his 431st career homer, and it ties him with Cal Ripken Jr.
Well, Cal hit double-digit homers for 20 seasons in a row, and that makes this trip around the bases even a little more special, I'm sure. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. The slight opposite field into the gap, man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Two outs, nobody on. Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. That one misses, and it's 1-0. High fly ball, right field. Frelick has a beat on it. Squeezes it, and that'll do it. Giancarlo Stanton flexing that big-time power swing. It's now 5-3. Back after this on the show. Top of inning number 7. And here's the catcher, William Contreras. Misses inside, and that's ball 1. Fought off foul. A changeup missing. 2-1.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you if he will.
The 2-1. That one missed.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
That was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly made with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. Hoskins pushes it foul. Base is empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offering is fouled back. And that's a strikeout. Ed Drummond says he went around.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
And that one fouled off. Foul ball. The 0-2. And they'll do it again. Ball one there.
It's been a solid inning so far in relief. Getting them through this inning only down 2 could give their lineup a real opportunity to just grind their way back into this game with the few outs that they have left.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the 7th. Brewers go down quietly, and it remains 5-3. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Brian Hudson.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Wells in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. And another ball. The Yankees looking to rally.
Ball 3.
And there's the automatic. Next offering in there for a strike. 3-2 now.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Got him swinging. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Goldie in the box again. Takes a strike. Movement in Milwaukee's bullpen. Yoel Payamps getting loose out there. Uribe also getting ready. The Brewers leading by 2 here at the bottom of the 7th. Just missed.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Next offering is down low.
That's ball 3.
Still just the 2nd batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
And there's ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Stepping in, Oswaldo Cabrera.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really...
Hoskins tossed to second. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. Nothing doing here this half. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Brewers 5 and the Yankees 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. We're at the top of the 8th. Up now for Milwaukee, Garrett Mitchell. Ian Hamilton gets the ball now.
Now pitching for the Yankees, number 71. Ian.
And first offering is fouled off.
Hamilton.
And that's outside. Movement in the Yankees pen. Jonathan Loaisiga getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. That one missing inside. On the ground, right side. Chisholm tosses to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Next for the Brewers, Joseph Ortiz. 1 for 3. That is upstairs for ball 1. Hamilton, in his 3rd season, he features a slider, a sinker, and he works in a 4-seamer. That's down and in. A slider missed.
2 balls, no strikes. Ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes.
And that's too high, and it's ball 4.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and
the
guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Man at first, Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers. Swing, and a ball popped in the air out to shallow center. Makes the catch for the out, and there's 2 down.
Up next for Milwaukee, the shortstop, Andrew Monasterio.
Next for Milwaukee, Andrew Monasterio. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Ortiz off of first with 2 away. Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Throw to second and out at second. That ends the inning.
The catcher definitely looked ready for that stolen base attempt. Got in position quickly, and a strike down to second base to end the inning.
Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, bottom of the 8th. Now the left fielder, Jason Dominguez. Hudson back to work. That one a little bit high. Ball one. Activity in the bullpen for the Brewers. Trevor McGill, the closer, is getting ready and perhaps looking at a long save opportunity here. Fouled off down the right side.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still fires to first, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
One down. There comes Cody Bellinger. And there's a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. That's too low. And a count 2-1. Now fly ball to right center. Mitchell gets under it. Puts it away for the out. Out number 2.
Now back.
And up next for New York, Anthony Volpe. 0 for 3 in this one. Right through there for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Pitch misses, and it's 1-1. In for a strike. Went with the sweeper.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
That one is upstairs. Gets under it and pops it up. He makes the grab, and the inning is over. Back here in New York, and now Andrew Monasterio.
The shortstop, Andrew Monasterio.
Jonathan Loaisiga gets the call from the pen.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Number 43.
Ground ball up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. Safe. And that's his 3rd hit.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. Here's Yelich at the dish. The MVP in 2018, the runner-up in 2019. That one's in there, and that is strike 1. And downstairs, Monasterio on at first, nobody out. Pitch misses there, and a count 2-1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Brings it in. 1 down. So a man aboard. Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers. On the ground to third. Off balance feet. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Now the catcher up to hit, William Contreras.
Well, I got a chance to meet William during spring training as he was coming up trying to get to the big leagues, and this kid's got some ridiculous pop. Watched him on the backfields taking batting practice. All of his coaches would just kind of roll their eyes and say, this kid's going to be great, without actually saying the words. Then later that season, I got a chance to chat with Wilson, big brother, and ask him about little brother, and he smiled as well. Said, yeah, he's good, and gave me that look that I think he might be better than me eventually.
Over to Goldie. And that is that. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Brewers 5 and the Yankees 3. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Trevor McGill. A chance at his first save of the year. Yeah, the hard-throwing righty trying to secure these outs against a potent Yankee lineup, and it starts with Aaron Judge. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball.
Swing, and this is ripped down the right field line. Way back there, out of here. His first homer of the year, it's 5-4.
That's a great way to fire up this crowd. They're feeling it now. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. And that one is downstairs. Ball 1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Ball 2.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. It's 5-5. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Chisholm digs in now. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. And he drops it down the third baseline. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning here in the last half of inning number 9. .99 miles per hour to finish him off.
Well, he just had no answer for that hard inside fastball right there. Just blew it by him. And not every pitcher likes working inside, especially with 2 strikes. They don't want to hit a batter and waste an opportunity to put him away. But if you can locate that fastball just like he did, most hitters aren't looking for it, and it becomes very difficult to get a piece of.
And here comes the Brewers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Trevor McGill departs, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. Here comes the new arm for the Brewers,
45.
Abner Uribe.
Abner.
And next for New York, Austin Wells. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. One down, base is empty. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Not close with that one, and it's a full count. Paul Goldschmidt in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Still only 1 out here in the inning. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Squirts away a little bit. Huge wild pitch there. Winning run is in scoring position.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
The winning run on second base. Slider for a strike. Next pitch downstairs. 2-1.
1 strike.
And there's a ball. Oswaldo Cabrera in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 1 away, and the game-winning run stands at second. Fouls 1 away, and now 3-2. And a swing and a miss. That's the second out.
Well, one of the things that hitters will do is they'll look for that red dot on the baseball as it's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates, very difficult to determine. And that's probably why we saw a swing and miss right there. Just a nasty pitch.
And now it's switch hitting third baseman Oswaldo Cabrera. In there at the knees. Trying to send this to extra innings. And fouled off. Stays alive. Next pitch inside. Now 1-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That missed by a lot. 2-2. Winning run stands at second. And that one missing low. Jason Dominguez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
That's a tough one to swallow right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put them away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite it.
Dominguez in the box now. Takes strike 1.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
One ball.
Squirts away a little bit. But no advance from the runners. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Winning run in scoring position with 2 away. That misses the zone. It's 2-2. Now one missed. Cody Bellinger in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. On the ground right side. Down the line, and it's foul. Two on, 2 outs. This one in the air, center field. Mitchell gets under it, brings it in, and that is the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. All even at 5 apiece. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. On to extra innings. Now the Brewers cleanup hitter, Rhys Hoskins.
Well, it's kind of deflating. You blow that lead in the bottom of the 9th. So here's a new opportunity. Hit the reset button, try to get some more runs, and then close it out in the bottom half of this one.
So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Devin Williams.
And Boog, the offense needs to be ready for the screwball. It's not a pitch you see very often, so it's tough to pick up, and it's a good one.
And the first offering is not close. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
Outside.
3 balls, 1 strike.
In the dirt, but kept close. No advance. 3 balls and a strike. Hoskins pushes it foul. Ball 4, he walked him. And that'll keep the line moving.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
Big spot, and here comes Jackson Chourio. And that's off the outside edge. And that's ball 1. With the go-ahead run standing at second here in the top half of the 10th. Swings and misses. And it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike. That's a ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Swings through that one for strike 2. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And a foul ball. First and second here, no outs. Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. Coming home. Here comes the throw. It's off the mark, and he scores. And it's 6-5. Well, he delivers in a huge spot right there.
Oh, he's so dialed in. I don't think he even realizes how much pressure exists out there. Very easy swing, nice and relaxed. This is the type of approach you want to see guys take in this situation.
Here's the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell. 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts, and 2 groundouts. That's towards center. Bellinger in position. And there's 1 down.
The third baseman, number 3.
Joseph Ortiz. Up now for the Brewers. And that one fouled off. Hoskins at second. Chourio at first. 1 gone. Out in front and foul to the left side. Got him. That's out number 2.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Terang, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And that's a little bit high. 2 balls, no strikes. Right through there for a strike. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here in extra innings. Breaks his bat and pops it up. And that is that. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's tightened up a bit at 6-5 now. It's Major League Baseball on the show.
Now pitching for
back here in extras, and a new pitcher on the mound in the bottom half of the inning. And here comes Bellinger.
Leading off for the Yankees, the center fielder, Cody Bellinger.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Well, in this situation with the runner on second, you've got to get him up to third. Think back up the middle or to right field.
This one in the air. Ortiz puts it away for the out.
The batter, number 11, shortstop Anthony Volpe.
Anthony Volpe, the next to hit. Up and in, and that is ball one. The shortstop takes the ball. So the tying run at second. And ball.
Absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
Critical at bat coming up, and in steps Aaron Judge. That one misses. That's 5 straight.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Two on, one out. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Next offering misses down and away. Swung on, belted. That's back. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second, and he moves up a base. So 2 away with runners at the corners. And now it's Giancarlo Stanton, and a chance to make some history here, Chris.
Yeah, he's over 3 times so far, and now he gets another chance, at least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives him anything to hit. It's so rare to see a 3-homer performance, but even more special for that player to get another chance at the plate to do it again for 4.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
Counts 1-0.
A 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. And a count 1-2. Hyams is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late. When you can do that, it kind of calms everything down, keeps the adrenaline of the opposing team down a bit, and you can steal a win and get out of here happy.
6-5 the final here today. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi saying so long